9% in Q1 compared with an increase of 4.4% in Q4. And let's see, non-durable goods decreased 0.3% in contrast to an increase of 4.1%. Services increased by 2.8% compared with 4.3%. Their non-residential fixed investments decreased 3.4% in Q1. Investment in non-residential structures decreased 23.1% in contrast to an increase of 5.9% there. Investments in intellectual property increased 7.8% compared with an increase of 10%. Both residential fixed investments increased 1.3% compared with 1.8%. Real exports of goods and services decreased by 7.2%. Real federal government consumption expenditures and gross investment increased 0.3% in Q1 in contrast to a decrease of 7.3% in Q4. National defense decreased 0.7% compared with a decrease of 12.2%. Non-defense increased at 1.9% compared with an increase of 1.5%. Real state and local government consumption expenditures, gross investment decreased 1.5% in contrast to 1.6% increase in Q4. Private investment inventories added 0.7% to the first quarter charge in real GMP after subtracting 0.10% from Q4. Final sales of domestic product, that's GMP less. Changes in private investments, a decrease of 0.5% there in Q1 in contrast to 2.3% there. Real gross domestic purchases, that's by U.S. residents, increased at 1.5% in Q1 compared with a 2.3% there. Disposable income increased 148.6 billion in Q1 compared with 146.9 billion in Q4. Personal current taxes increased by 16.4 billion in Q1 compared with an increase of 44.3 billion in Q4. Disposable income increased by 132.2 billion, or 4.1% in Q1 compared with 102.5 billion, or 3.2% in Q4 as of 2014. Real disposable income increased 6.2% compared with 3.6%, little growth there. Savings, disposable income less personal savings outlay was 727.8 billion. 0.8 billion in Q1 compared with 603.4 billion in Q4. Current dollar GMP, the market value of production of goods and services in the U.S., increased 0.1%, or 6.3 billion in Q1, to a level of 17,710 billion. That's that would be 17,710 billion. So that is the basic information there, the advanced estimates and various estimates here. We are at 1/10 for GMP. We'll leave it at that. We'll now go and do the numbers from the BBC. Took a little time with Berkshire Hathaway there, but it was important to bring some of that annual report out, and hopefully not too much, as they say, moving about. Let me just grab a couple of things here that some Silicon Valley person died by the name of Dave Goldberg. I just see it's popping up here in there. Nonetheless, factory activity in China, we'll grab this one before we do the numbers. Steady in April. Factory activity in the world's second largest economy. The official manufacturing PMI was at 50.1 in April, same level as in March, and above the expectation of 50. Manufacturing sector is contrasted the first 2 months there. China's growth slowed to its weakest in 24 years. Growth in the economy there is a target set of 7% this year. 7% is good for China. A little inflation there. This will take care of that. The manufacturing sector, which has been heralded as the manufacturing world, has struggled, and so has the rest of the world. In the service sector, the PMI came in at 53.4 in April. Is down 53.7 in March. The central bank has made a series of unexpected moves to stimulate the economy and boost activity there. And the bank reserve requirement rate by 1% to allow banks to lend more money. They've cut that. We jump back here. I was just looking to see if anything has popped up on Greece. They evidently are still negotiating there. We don't have anything, so we'll go and do the numbers. Just 1 second here. Oh. It's a new GUI or setup here with the BBC, and sometimes we go and we hit the wrong one, which is a graphical overlay. We actually want to get the real numbers here. Nonetheless, in London, the FTSE was at 25.2. In Amsterdam, this is all on Friday unless otherwise noted, they were down 1.41. In Frankfurt, at 21.66. In Paris, calc at 7.10. In Brussels, they were down 29.25. In Madrid, 6.110 on Thursday. Let me just get these right. In Frankfurt, we had it on Thursday. Out for the May Day holiday. These are on Thursday. In Zurich, they were down 27.93. In Moscow, they were up on Thursday at 7.97. Again, they were out for the May Day holiday. And in Johannesburg, on Friday at 294.82. In Bombay, on Thursday, they were down 214.62. In Karachi on Thursday, also 226.67. In Lahore, they were down 25.11. In Colombo, on Thursday, they were up 5.63. And in Tehran on Wednesday, 125.90. In Sydney on Friday, 25.10. The Nikkei was 11.62. The Hang Seng in Hong Kong was down on Thursday, 267.34. In Shanghai on Thursday also, they were down 36.96. In New York on Friday, 183.54. The NASDAQ at 63.97. And the Merc, that's a commodities market out in the Midwest city of Chicago, at 22.78. In San Pablo on Thursday, they were also closed for the May Day, 904.90. And in Mexico on Thursday at 359.84. Let's take a very quick look at the commodities here. Brent crude down 26 cents at $66.52. It needs to get down much more of this for the general, as they say, stability of the global economy. The spot was up 20 cents at $66.24. West Texas crude was down 32 cents at $59.24. A note here, this is pure speculation. There is a sufficient amount of petroleum product in the pipeline to serve the economy at present rate. And then we look at China's PMI, and we can also look at the various other PMIs there. A gold, Dubai gold, was down $23.90 at $1,180.70. The Forex index down $25.30 at $1,179. And silver was down, 35 cents at $16.17. Don't know very many people in silver these days. But nonetheless, corn futures were down $2.75. Soybean futures were down $10. And soybean oil was down 7 cents. We'll dispense with that. And we'll end the show here with our normal maxim. For those in business, make it a productive one, and for the consumer, keep your eye on the ball. And the Berkshire Hathaway statistics annual report bear that out, that consumers are indeed doing that with the much maligned mobile home business that Berkshire Hathaway has. Less foreclosures there, which translates into that particular sector in the trailer parks of North America are having less defaults because there are better job opportunities out there, and that is stabilizing a little more than normal according to his report. Once in a while we use these the data from, say, Berkshire Hathaway, especially that gives us more insight into other sectors of the housing market. We use the National Association of Realtors naturally there as to how the overall market's doing. But as Mr. Buffett said, the mobile home operation is not included there, and the federal guarantees from Fannie Freddie are not included there also. So it is a different type of operation, and the interest rates obviously are higher, but they need not be predatory. We'll see you next week. Have a great May Day weekend.